Hello and welcome to Greenlight Yoga's Yin Yoga for sleep. I love doing Yin Yoga before going to sleep. It helps me relax and really get a full night's rest. It really gets the blood free and flowing right before falling asleep. In the evening time, you want to already beginning to wind down, maybe dimming the lights a little bit. Maybe you have your essential oils. I love lavender. It's always a good one for relaxation. You do not need props, but I like to have a block handy. One of the poses we're doing, you may or may not need one. So it's always good to have one handy. Also, we will be using the wall at some point. I am going to use this section of the wall for myself. So make sure you're near a wall or you have some wall area that you can move to easily. All right, let's get started. We're going to start in easy pose or in, say, crisscross applesauce, because this may not be easy for everyone. And so some people have knee problems. If it's not comfortable to sit this way, you can have your legs a little further out or straight in front of you, whatever feels most comfortable. You can also sit on your block to elevate your pelvis a little bit if that feels better for you. So we're going to start with a simple yet effective meditation. I'm going to clean out the cobwebs of the day. Just wipe the slate clean before going to bed. Acknowledge where your attention is. And wherever your attention is, whether it's on the kids or the to-do list or everything you've got to get done tomorrow, it's okay. Just acknowledge where your attention is. And you can leave it off the mat. It will still be there when practice is over. Hopefully when practice is over, we'll be able to go back to bed, or not back to bed, go to bed. We'll be able to go to bed, and that list will still be there in the morning. Bring your attention behind your eyes. Take a big breath in. Bring your attention to the base of your spine, where your first chakra, your root chakra, resides. And maybe give that chakra a little spin. Energy likes to move, and healthy chakras like to spin. And then we are going to begin to ground. Picture in your mind sending a grounding cord to the center of the earth. And you can be very playful with this and use your imagination. It can be a tree root. It could be a telephone pole. It could be a pool noodle. Any color you like. And send it in a downward motion towards the center of the earth. And once you've connected with the center of the earth, begin to send down the grounding cord any energy within your body that you are just done with, that you don't need anymore. You can feel this or see it or know it, that it is leaving your body. No need to analyze or fix. Just letting it go. You do not have to hang on to it. Whether you released a lot or a little, you still created space within your body, and that is wonderful. Envision your gold sun above your head and infuse this gold sun with your unique energy. Shine your unique energy all around your space, directly into your body, all around the space around your body. Don't forget the space underneath you. We do take up space below us and behind us. You will run best on your energy. Your energy will never make you feel bad. Slowly open your eyes and come out of meditation. If you are seated on a block or a blanket, go ahead and remove it out from underneath your sit bones. Bring the soles of your feet together for butterfly. Now this is more of a passive pose since we are doing yin. We're not pulling ourselves forward. We are letting gravity do the work. We're not pulling, just very carefully letting gravity do the work with ease. If your mind begins to wander away off the mat, bring your attention back to your breath. Slowly come on out of your butterfly. Now our next pose will be shoelace. So you're going to take the right foot underneath no, not the right, the left, the left foot underneath the right. And you're going to step the right foot over. And you're going to try to stack your knees. And it's perfectly all right if you can't stack the knees. If this is all the further you can go, and that's all the further you can go. If you can go more, that's awesome too. Make sure both of your sit bones are still on the mat. You don't want to be leaning over like this. Make sure both of your sit bones are down. Let's see, mine are not perfectly stacked. That's okay. I'm still getting the stretch. Both my sit bones are down. And you can stay here if this feels right to you, or you can lean and get a side stretch at the same time. You're going to lean to the right. If the right leg is on top, you're going to lean to the right. And if you like, you can take your arm behind you. Remember, this isn't like pulling yourself to the side. It's very passive stretch. Just letting our body slowly ease into the stretch. No force necessary. Slowly come on up. Maybe give your neck a little roll. And give your shoulders a little roll. Uncross the legs. Take your right leg out to the side. And then keep your left leg tucked in for half butterfly. And you can fold forward, or you can turn your torso towards your long leg and fold this way. Now, we're not trying to pull. We're just letting gravity do the work. Easing into the pose. Now, if you have your block, you can rest your forehead on the block if you want to. Or you can have the block under your, or you can have two blocks under your hands. Whatever you need here. Breathe through any sensations you may be feeling. Send the breath to that area of the body. Slowly come on up. Oh, Don't mind me and my noises. All right, we're going to do shoelace on the other side now. So we're going to tuck the right foot underneath and pull that foot as close to the booty cheek as you can. And then cross the left one over, trying to stack those knees. And one side may feel easier than the other, and that's okay. One side may be tighter and one side may be more open. Very rarely are we 100% symmetrical. And that's because we use one side of our body more than the other. All right. So since our left leg is on top, we're going to lean to the left. I like to do a few breaths with my arm up over. And then I like to take mine behind me, but you do not have to. You don't even have to do the lean. If you didn't do the lean last time, you don't have to do the lean this time. It's all up to you. Slowly come on up. Maybe give the neck a roll. Give the shoulders a roll. Uncross the legs, taking your left leg out long and keeping the right foot tucked in. And again, you can fold forward or you can fold towards your long leg, whatever feels best to you. If you had a block on the other side, try to have the block on this side. If not, then not. Again, we're not pulling ourselves into the pose. We are just letting gravity do the work. Come on up. the shoulders a little bit of a roll. You take the neck around. All right, now we are going to do a forward fold. So take your legs long in front of you. You don't have to flex the feet. Again, just have the legs relaxed. And fold forward. Again, we're not pulling, we're not pushing. It's very passive, letting gravity do the work. I know I keep saying that gravity's doing the work. It really is. Gravity is a great tool in yoga. And if you want to have your block on your legs, oh, it's a bit of a stretch for me. Slow. Come on up out of your fold. Stacking one vertebrae at a time. do pigeon. Swing the legs around, come into all fours. Now I like to kind of go into a plank. That way my legs are further back, but it doesn't have to be full plank for very long. Step the right foot to the left wrist. Now I know that that could be a pain, so you can just kind of drag the foot up there if you need to. And then let the right knee fall out to the right and shimmy down into the hips. Now, the most important thing here is to make sure that your hips are square. We don't want to be leaning too far this way or leaning too far this way. So a nice little hip check, place both hands on the hips, make sure they're square. And here's where you can use a block as well, right under the booty cheek to give you a little bit of a prop if you need propped up a little bit to have a little more ease in that hip. And whenever you're ready, come down to your forearms. And if you want, or if it is in your practice, you can reach all the way forward and place your forehead onto the mat. Slowly come on up. Curl your back toes under. Lift the hips up, sending the bent leg back. And if you want to be on all fours, you can push into that I guess not all fours technically, or just on your left knee, pushing back into that right leg, getting a little bit of stretch, maybe letting that heel rock side to side. Whew. Now we're going to switch sides. Step the left foot up to the right wrist. Let that knee come out to the left and scooch down into the hips. If you need that block right under that hip to make sure that they're level, make sure you're not leaning too far one way or the other. And then whenever you're ready, come down onto the forearms or stretch the arms forward. Slowly come on up, bringing your hands towards your body. Curl the back toe under, lift the knee and hip so you can slide that leg back. Woo. Coming onto all fours and then maybe straightening the left leg, pressing back into the heel, maybe let the heel fall from side to side. Woo. Need some blood flow in there. Oh, all right. Now we are going to swing the legs around and come to sit on our bottoms. Now we are going to do a reclined butterfly. And how we are going to do that, it's well, it's called the reclined butterfly, or in Sanskrit, it is Supta Baddha Konasana. So you bring your feet together and then you can lie back, or you can lie back onto your back and then bring the soles of your feet together, whichever is easiest for you and feels the best in your body. Now, if you feel a big arch at the small of your back, your feet are probably too close to you. So you can scoot your feet away from you a little bit so that there's less tension on the small of the back. Now, I still have a little bit of an arch, but that's just because I have a very round tuchus that props my hips up a little bit, but there is no tension. And that's the key there, is to make sure there is no tension in the small of your back with an arch. So the small of your back can be up a little bit off the floor as long as there is no tension. Now you can place your hands on your hips. You can place one hand on your heart and one on your belly. And focus on your breathing. Feeling the hands rise and fall. Begin to slowly bring your knees together very gently. Maybe windshield wiper the knees a little. And now we are going to move to the wall, 4 legs up the wall. This is one of my favorite poses. I love doing this at the end of the day. It's an inversion of sorts. Even though your heart and your tail are kind of level on the floor, you can put a block under your hips to elevate the hips a little if you like. I like having my booty flat on the floor. All right, so a simple way is to scoot your hip up against the wall that you're going to put your legs up, and then gently come down and swing the legs up to the wall. And then you can scoot, wormy, wormy scoot your booty towards the wall, and then relax. Remember, you don't have to flex the feet. This isn't a engaged pose. This is a very passive, relaxed pose. There may be many disruptive sounds all around you in your environment, and that is okay. Finding stillness in the chaos, finding calm in the chaos. We cannot control the environment around us or other people. The only thing that we can control is our own response, how we react. the environment around us. Slowly bend your knees, placing the soles of your feet onto the wall, and then roll to your right or to your left, whichever side is easiest for you. Make your way back to your mat. Oh, wiggle worm my way over. And we are ready for Shavasana. You can lie flat and take your feet out as wide as the mat. If that causes some tension or pressure on the small of your back, you can always bend your knees and then teepee them together to relieve that tension and pressure. Take your arms out wide, palms facing up. Let your fingers curl naturally. Soften the body. Soften your face. Maybe even let your lips part slightly. Pretend you are a chocolate bar melting into the sidewalk on a hot sunny day. Let your breath be natural. Begin wiggling your fingers and your toes, rolling out your wrists and ankles, letting your head fall from side to side. Bend your knees and place the soles of your feet onto the mat. Bring your right arm up overhead And roll onto your right side using your right bicep as a pillow. Dream an incredible dream. Always chase after your dreams. Press into your top arm to push yourself up to a comfortable seated position with your eyes still closed and your hands at prayer center. Take a big breath in. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Bring your thumb knuckles to your third eye center. Flower open your palms to let in the love, the light, and the peace. The light within me honors the light within all of you. We bow together and say, Namaste. Thank you so much for doing this sleep yin yoga practice with me. Have a glorious night and get some rest. Namaste.